Are you guilty of falling into these awful, terrible, dubious traps? Tune in to find out. Dr. Martin here. So today we are talking about thinking traps. What are thinking traps? Thinking traps are patterns of thought that are often inaccurate, negatively biased, and make us feel absolutely terrible about ourselves. Now, please believe me when I say if you suffer from thinking traps, you are in absolutely fabulous company because they're incredibly common. I fall into the trap. It's a very old school reference, but I fall into kind of thinking traps all the time. So I deal with these thoughts sometimes by challenging them. Now, there are a lot of techniques that you can use, but I'm going to talk about the challenging aspect of it today. So, question. Tell me what you think about me. That's not it. But anytime I say question, I feel like I always have to, the shoes on my feet. I'm actually not wearing shoes. But first question. Is this thought helpful? Some things are true, but they're unhelpful to ruminate on. So it's just going to make you feel bad about yourself overall. Is this under my control? Also, what evidence is this that this will actually happen? A lot of times you fall into a trap of saying this and this and this and this and this, but what evidence is it that this will happen in the first place? Am I 100% sure that this will happen? 100% sure. If so, plan for the best or worst case scenario so at least you feel some aspect of preparedness. And it doesn't mean plan for days and hours upon time, but it does mean you can kind of manage the stress of knowing a scenario is going to come by feeling like you have some semblance of control of it. Because one of the biggest contributors to stress overall is the lack of perceived control. And I say perceived control because even if you don't have some aspect of control, because you can't control anything but yourself, just having a thought process of a plan can make you feel a lot better. Another fantastic question to ask yourself. Am I blaming myself unnecessarily? Like, what would I say if a friend brought this same scenario to myself? Like, sometimes it's a lot easier to be kind to a friend than to be kind to ourselves, which is incredibly unfortunate, but it is true. Next, and this is one that I do a lot. Am I thinking in absolutes? Am I using statements like always or never? The only thing that I am always is black. So if I'm using always or if I'm using never, I'm typically exaggerating. Another one that I do is asking myself, is this fact or opinion, right? Like if it's an actual fact, the earth is round, water is wet, facts. Or is it opinion? I did absolutely terrible from this and I will never succeed in life because of it. That's more so an opinion. So ask yourself these questions. Let me know if any of them were helpful. Let me know if you have some additional questions that can help other people in my community as well below. And follow me, like, share, subscribe, comment, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Please remember to be kind for yourself and follow me everywhere at Raquel Martin, PhD.